Hello, I'm Pat Van Horn.
And I'm Scott Woodside, and welcome to Q107.
Scott, thank you very much for having us here today. It's a lot of fun.
Hey, you know, we're really glad you could come, but we're really excited about her.
Hi, I'm Chris Delile, and we're here at Q107 today. I'm visiting Jim Elliott. And hi, Jim. How are you?
All right. We thank you so much for having me here. This wonderful poster, the remarkable mouth.
Thank you. Well, it's great fun to be here again. Pat Van Horn and Scott Woodside are over in the other studio. What are you guys doing over there?
Pat, wait a minute. Why am I stuck in the booth with you? Something ain't right.
I'm sorry, but I promise, Scott, we will bring Chris over here to see you, okay?
Oh, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Join us, Q107 night on PM Magazine, Washington.
Chris, you know this Q107 is really a crazy place.
Oh, it sure is, but the people are really great.
They like guys like Jim and Scott.
Absolutely.
Coming up next on PM Magazine Washington, a new tipster for you, Bill Godsey, who will take you flying.
And Chef Tell will show us how to carve a turkey. You know, Jim, folklore and fairy tales have portrayed wolves as savage beasts.
Oh, there's something new, though.
What?
There's a guy in North Carolina who's actually mixing wolves and dogs.
That's right. Let's take a look at that, okay?
Scott, something we got to do now, and I don't really want to do it. We got to say goodbye to Chris. She's been with us all week long and has added a lot to the show. Thanks for being with us, Chris.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Chris. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Chris, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jim. It's been great fun. Good night, Washington.
Accommodations provided by the Shoreham, Washington.
Tonight's disc jockeys in our PM Magazine Hot Lips contest are two morning men from Q107.
They are the dynamic Jim Elliott and Scott Woodside.
Elliott and Woodside in the morning, Q107.
Since PM Magazine is here,
I want to show you.
would you please sit on
when Elliott and I are
here? Sit on my lap like you always do for the show. Thank you. Here's the quote of the month at Q107. We asked Ivan Dorpchuk.
Who?
Ivan Dorpchuk. You remember him?
Yes.
Of Men Without Hats. His opinion of the older generation.
Good friend of mine.
What does Washington get out of your show? Fun,
Immediacy,
entertainment,
information,
everything.
maybe a little bit of craziness, maybe a lot of craziness.
That's more like it. We don't have huge egos. We don't do a can you top
That's
this.
right. Exactly.
If one guy does a good bit,
Yeah.
then the other guy doesn't try to match it.
So we're never trying to take any from the other person.
That's right.
Jim Elliott, he's the one wearing glasses, and Scott Woodside have been a team for about 5.5 years. WRQX wooed them away from a competing local station about 2 years ago. The two 34-year-olds have that intangible something called chemistry. When Jim got married on the air, Scott was his best man. What you get from them is an extremely high energy level and a lot of laughs. Take their commercials for the imaginary wine called Heine.
But you know what our favorite way to serve Heine is on a blistery cold evening?
What's that?
To take it right out of the fridge and put a big jalapeno pepper in your Heine. Washington, there's all the material you could ever need to have a successful morning show. You've got the congressmen, the senators, Capitol Hill, the government agencies.
Last night at the party for Michael Jackson in New York, Ronald Reagan wrote a letter to Michael.
You're kidding.
No, said that he's been a fan. He and Nancy have been fans of Michael since I Want You Back. Really? I kid you not.
Really?
Yeah, you know, he's walking around the White House this morning going, beat it, beat it, beat it. Why our lips are the top lips in Washington. Wait, let me answer that. Vote for us, please.
Please, if we just had a few more listeners in the morning, we would definitely be overall number one. We really need your help.
We're so close. We're right up there. We've worked hard for years. I have one on the way.
We have a wife.
My dog.
Do you remember the Three Stooges? I loved them as a child, and they're still hysterical.
And the search for the hottest lips on Washington radio can...
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to PM Magazine. The long-awaited moment has finally arrived. I'm Joel Lord.
And I'm Marcia Brasden. Not only were Gary Hart and Michael Jackson big winners last night, we also now know who has the hottest lips in Washington.
We are at their radio studio right now, and we're going to present the award. Come on along. The winners are, from Q107, Elliott and Woodside.
And we present you with the the trophy, guys.
This is our campaign manager. This is Alan Burns there, too. So.
Well, how do you guys feel? You have the hottest lips in town. Did you know that?
I always do.
Wait a minute, are you serious?
You were serious. This is your trophy. This is the official.
She came back and we
Wow, thank you.
We're going to have to take it back to engrave your names on it, though.
Could you also chop it in half?
Yes, yes, we could do that.
One question, Joel and Marcia.
Yes.
Is this thing worth enough that we can go to a pawn shop to get enough money to pay for the phone bill for all the calls we made last night?
You never know. It may be now.
Thank everybody. Excuse us, we're going on the radio. Q107 with Jim Elliott.
A great moment in broadcasting.
With us this morning. We're on the TV right now. They're filming this, and we're also on the radio. We have Marcia and Joel, who are the hosts from PM Magazine.
That's right. They're here in AM, though.
That's right.
On
In the
FM.
morning. Boy,
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Joel, you can come over with, let's see, how can we do this here? Or we can just put everybody.
Can we do one thing first?
Sure.
I just want to say right now on PM Magazine at 8 o'clock tonight, you're going to meet Robbie Benson, who stars in a movie with Paul Newman opening this Friday. Maybe Robbie's best role ever. Watch this.
Robbie's success didn't occur overnight. He's been acting since age 8, and I don't know if I could talk with you guys right here. How long have you guys been in the business?
Long time.
How long is that?
About 18 years each.
18 years each?
That's right, but if you really want to know how we got our start, well, when we come back, we're going to show you at Erotic Film Award Festival, X-rated films.
So-called X-rated or erotic films have become big business lately, due in large part to the home video sales. We all have those little machines at home, or many of us do.
Speak for yourself, Joel.
I don't, actually.
So can we, why don't you come with us now?
To an erotic film awards ceremony.
Brought erotic films into the homes of upper and middle income families who previously were afraid or embarrassed to be seen in adult movie theaters. In fact, the adult film industry founded the home video cassette market. In addition, more and more couples go to see adult films than ever before. And in 1984, more than 100 new films will be released. Because of this revolution in the adult film business, Hollywood has seen the creation of a new celebrity category, the actors and actresses who appear in erotic films. To honor these performers and the filmmakers of adult films, there's even an annual award ceremony. Modeled after the annual Academy Awards presentation, the event is called the Erotic Film Awards. While the films are certainly interesting in themselves, it's the people who make up the industry who really make it all so much fun. But how did they ever become involved in such revealing work? Well, take Veronica Hart, for instance. She was trying to make it as an actress in New York when her picture and resume landed on the desk of an adult film producer. She's now one of adult film's best-known actresses and has even won an Erotica Award for Best Actress. Veronica won her Erotica Award for her performance in this film, Roommates. Winner of 7 Erotica Awards, the film is considered a landmark in the adult film industry. With its interesting storyline, complex characters, and high production quality, Roommates is a good example of the new direction in which adult films are going. Chuck Vincent is the film's producer. So whether for purposes of sexual education, erotic stimulation, or just for fun, it seems fairly certain that the X-rated movie market is fast approaching respectability. X-rated viewing has transcended its seedy and sordid image and is indeed crossing the thresholds of America's doorsteps.
Speaking of hot lips, could you believe those awards?
Hey, little racy, huh? Little racy.
Speaking of racy, you know, most hot sports cars come from Europe, or so people think. Well, now the hottest sports car is from America. It's called the Vector. Let's take a look.
Okay.
Rarely have I encountered two radio personalities who are more physically fit. May I ask you a secret of success?
My wife is due in about 3 weeks, so I got to be doing something right.
I suppose.
I don't know why he said that. I'm the father.
Well, right now we're going to take a look at the latest in so-called high-tech health.
Did you know that only 39% of the people in the country do aerobics more than once a week?
You're kidding.
Really? You're doing really good. You guys are doing...
Marcia, you're so right. I tell you, we ought to go find a place where there's some privacy. And when we come back, John Sansing, that's the guy's name, is going to show you some private places here in town.
Hey, wait, watch where you put
Here we go. Hey!
we're off. Before we go, I'd like to thank all our competitors in the Hot Lips contest.
So would we.
Trumbull and Cora, Beverly Fox, Bill Tanner, and the indomitable and inimitable Donnie Simpson. They've all been tremendous sports.
And since our sex symbols, our Hot Lips contestants, Elliott and Woodside, can't be with us tomorrow night, we're going to have two sex symbols from Hollywood with us, Gregory Harrison and Mark Harmon. We'll talk with them.
We'll also take a look at a new game from Maryland called Nominations. It centers itself around the 1984 presidential elections, and you play it with a computer.
That and more will be coming your way tomorrow on Metro Media 5's PM Magazine. I'm Marcia Brasley.
I'm Joel Loy.
I'm Scott Woodside.
And I'm Jim Elliott.
Good night.
Cheers.
Cheers. Congratulations.
Thank you. We deserve it.
Wardrobe for Joel Loy and Marcia Brazda, provided by Rawley's.